This is going to be episode 8 of the Battle Brothers Legend and PTR modded Deserters Origins campaign. We have used the Black Company as an homage to the Glenn Cook books of the same name that I got turned on to recently, and I'm trying to get through. They were sent my way as a transition off of Joe Abercrombie, as I had finished all of his books, and I'm not 100% on it yet. There's such a disparity in style. The setting and the genre is kind of the same, but there's just something that I find really thoroughly entertaining about the way Abercrombie describes things. Nonetheless, we are running a veteran Iron Man campaign. We're on day 65 at the Black Company. Going to go load on in and get into the 8th episode of the same. Happy morning coffee up on the mountain. All right, so we are located in the northern region currently, near the realm of Ulbrich, who are our enemies. Of recent note, in the last 2 episodes or so, we had some losses that we are recovering from. So we have a fair variety of lower level guys in the party, which we're going to need to try to rectify. I think, thinking about this playthrough today, I think the goal is going to be leveling and stashing cash to try to recover from those losses specifically. Our most seasoned guys are One Eye and Croaker, who are 2 of the original deserters. We lost an additional member earlier on. And no, Croaker was an asthmatic. We are also naming all the characters after they've survived a tussle or 2 with names from the Black Company lore. And we have lost a fair number, so I'm gone and decided that it's okay that these are nicknames, and we're going to recycle them in Left to Die. Really? That must have been an event. It's been a while, I forget. So I think we are at the point that we need to do a few names. Raven, Elmo, Knuckles. Let's take a look at Knuckles' perks. We're sort of setting him up for Spear and Board. He's got health and melee attack and defense buffs. So that kind of works together. We're going to give him that survival instinct there, which will... Where do we take the free gifted perk? He needs stats more than anything, right? That would be, I think, a valid summary of where he stands. And I haven't seen that gifted perk very often in the arc trees of these guys, with the Legends piece in the mix, along with PTR. It changes up the skill groupings quite significantly. So I think that's probably the first time I've seen that, at least in this whole playthrough. So we have Knuckles set up, One Eye, Hag-Up, Croaker, Goblin. So Zerverker the Quick is a hunter that we've just brought on recently. We're going to give him Silent. It was sort of like an assassin character from the book. We can buff up his armor a little bit better. He's got a thick tunic. We can give him a padded surcoat. We can give him lamellar armor on top. He may not have survived a battle with us, so I'm not sure he's deserving a name, but let's just pretend that he's going to. Got a lot of stuff marked for recycle. We seem like we're low on ammo. Gonna go in. We're kind of tight on everything, really. Funds. We have a contract to take a caravan to Tabermoose, which we're gonna take for the cash. But there's also, if I recall correctly, a barbarian camp that was not too far outside of town. Here, we have the food. To do so, we're going to go down and raid that camp, mainly for the cash and the experience. That is going to hopefully be the motto of today's playthrough. Open, baby. Maybe like 3 hours from now. It is a nice cup. These, I don't know if you guys can see it, what's in frame and what's not. These Yeti custom cups are pretty fancy. And I like them a lot. I have had them at now my last 3 jobs in a row. And it's kind of interesting to have a trail of branded or logoed Yeti cups that follow your history of whatever's been going on. They're like odd mementos. And you tend to only wear it, use the most recent one, which is just kind of a funny thing in the mix too. Try to weaken them to the degree that we can. We're going to definitely go into spear wall. Going to hold, let them come. Spear wall up the center. Got our strongest guy on the flank. See if he can hold it. I'm going to circle on him. $36. He's the new guy. Probably should have taken aimed. Weaken their center. Go and engage the dog. Nice hits by Haggop. Try to take an aim shot. Man, he sucks. Should have probably gone spear wall instead of for the kill. It's one of the new guys on the edge. He may not live through this. The new guy sucks. Not very good at all. Try to shield wall up, protect him, see if he can survive. You can see, did he have a bleed? He doesn't have a bleed. Couldn't get there. Pierce his armor if we can. Nope. One Eye's definitely our best melee character at the moment. One loss. Lost Hengst. He didn't have a company name, so I think he was around for a hot second. Yeah, 2 days. Picked up a few nice things there. We got some beads. This Aventail is a nice equipment base layer. New feature. I updated to the latest Legends mod. New feature that you can do here is you can equip and unequip. Shift and right click will remove all the layers of something in your stash. And same with your equipment in your equipped piece that you can. Who's got the? I'm going to give this to Raven. So you can do it to your equipped items. So shift right click, take everything off. We're going to give him the Aventail base layer. And then hook him up with the rest. It gets his head armor to be pretty high. Pretty high. This bear headpiece, we can toss on somebody. Maybe we'll give it to Elmo. Gives him an extra 10. Yeah, he's got the weakest headgear so far. So Elmo has leveled up yet again. Or no, that was his first. He's a spear guy. We're going to give him Spear Waller. We're going to bump him on melee attack, melee defense, and fatigue. We have a little healing to do. A little bit of repairs. We're going to run back to Hammerstead. And, ooh, why did it just get chunky? That's odd. What just happened there? Frame rate just got a little weird. Let's check. Everything's running. There we go. That was odd. A strange sight, one dead man pinned to the earth with spears. His own blood has been used to circle his corpse, and the other strange ritualistic rites have been painted by way of his lifeblood. Silent starts retrieving the spears. You try to tell him to stop, but it's already too late. He holds one of the weapons up. What, these are of good quality. Why would we leave them here? Well, if there was a deific protection here, it's already been broken, and we collect the spears. Rest in peace. You can recycle a bunch of those. If we're going to have, not sure when we're going to have the time to do that. We got a good hand axe. We'll try to probably get one of the guys to specialize on that. The Southern Light Hood is a 90 underlayer or armor. Goblin, we can give him a better hood. So, give the new guy the other headgear. Got 60 ranged attack, but he didn't seem to do shit that last battle. Alright, keep on moving. Seems like if we can get inside of town limits. Oh, there's some beast. I was going to suggest we throw up camp and do some salvaging. Like, there was a fight outside of town that the beasts may have won. We do have an ambition that requires one more beast pack. Let's take a look. We got enough ammo. What do they give us for our beads? They give us a good price. We have furs that they're not interested in. We could sell off some equipment to buffer our cash, but it's not like 100% dire. Do we still have the contract? Now the other question with this contract is it goes to Tab and Moose, and whether or not it's going to go to the right or it's going to go to the left. If it goes to the left, that could be trouble. I think that looks further to me, so I'm going to assume the pathing is going to go to the right. But there's a bit of risk there. And perhaps we can just bail if things look like we're going in the wrong direction. I don't think we're going to have time to necessarily salvage all of this stuff. So we're going to sell off our higher end cost items. We got another bear headpiece. Don't realize that. We'll sell extra spears, extra short swords, build up a little bit of cash. Take a quick look at who we have left possibly to hire here. This has really been the best town we've seen for hiring talent. There's 2 brawlers, a couple poachers, caravan hand. There's nobody really outstanding besides Emma the adventurous lady, who's way out of our price league. To take a tryout on Reynold. Fast, short-sighted, a dastard. Buffs on melee, attack and ranged defense. And Rachar. He's an optimist. He has a fear of nobles. Got really high melee skill and melee defense. You are hired, Rachar. Let's see what we can give you as far as equipment. We'll give you a padded surcoat. Some Lamilar on the outside. We'll give you a board. 58. We'll give you a Southern Light hood. We're going to give you a spear. See if you can survive a bit with us. You can get 3 more guys. I'm going to check out this messenger. Had good luck with messengers in the past. Nothing outstanding. Alright. We're going to take the contract and please head to the east. Yeah, good. Battle sites. There's probably some barbarians out here. And we're out of tools. I think I'm going to see what kind of condition we're in. Have a little bit of repairs to do. See if we can grab some if we pass through Kelton. Oh, we didn't get there. Maybe Fenster Mark, we can grab some tools. No, we can't. All right. So 10 on 15. We're going to hold and let them come. Okay, good. At least the caravan folks advanced a little bit. Going to be at a disadvantage fighting with all these bowmen at night. What do I have as my backup? I have a Warfork. %. 47 if we aim the shot. We go 50 and try to kill the dog. Missed. Silent is wavering. It's a nice hit on that barbarian throw. Gonna concentrate fire. Nope. Break the dog. Spear wall. probably going to go more ranged than anything. Oh, you better not retreat on me, caravan. Their throwing weapons should be similarly disadvantaged by being at night, which is in our favor. If we take aim shots, it should work in our favor. Broker will defend himself. I feel like he should riposte, because they may do that little fancy footwork thing again. I might get hits on both of them. See how that goes. Nice spear wall. The post kind of worked out. Not sure if it was worth the fatigue. We lost a caravan hand. Take a long shot. Oh. Dangerous, shooting over the whole formation. Probably release the hounds at some point here quick. Gonna stay in spear wall and try to protect the advance. Put my body between the barbarians and the carts. It's mainly greed rather than heroics. Take a wing a shot. We're gonna let out the dog. Oh, caravan guards woke up. He's ripped up. Bad move by Rachar. A little bit cocky there. We lost a dog. Might be able to save Rachar. He's not bleeding. He's kind of beat up. Might just to save the donkey. Got weaker targets. Nice. Thought he might have killed Rachar. Yeah, really good morale. See what I can finish. Nice little victory. Rachar took the damage, the majority of. Everybody else came through it pretty clean. Got some decent loot. Nothing fabulous in the way of the armor. Morning breaks. We find an abandoned wagon amongst the tall reeds. Goblin checks it out, barks back. It's broke as shit, but I think we can salvage parts from it. We gain 13 tools and supplies. Oh, shit. To grab tools, but I guess we just got some. We've made it, having delivered the caravan just as promised to Bosan of Hammerstad. The caravan leader thanks us with a payment of crowns. He seems rather thankful for the fact that he's alive, briefly regaling us with a tale of when he barely escaped an ambush by brigands. We nod as if to give two shits about what happened to this man, but received 570 crowns, 242 experience, and Tabamoose is well supplied, so. But recently raided. See what they think of our goods. We'll sell off our furs. We'll give them the beaded necklace as well. Puts us in a pretty recovered financial situation. Take a look at our guys. Got a bunch of upgrades to toss around. Nice. Was the hope is to get our lower level folks moved upwards. So let's take a look first at Raven. We have Raven running Axe. He's got, so far, all skills related to that. I think we give him Max Mastery to top it off. We're going to bump him on Fatigue. Melee attack. And melee defense. We also have One Eye, who has been our sword specialist. Tempo. Keeping ahead of your opponent every attack against a target who acts after you in the current round increases your initiative by 15. I didn't realize how far up the chain we were. So well practiced with a blade that attacking and defending are done congruously. When wielding a sword, if you have not moved from your position during your turn, we can freely riposte. Yep, like it. There are a few of those, I think they're PTR based skills that give you free spear wall or free shield wall. Free riposte seems up there as well in terms of value. I'm going to try to buffer his resolve a little bit. We're going to up his ranged attack since we've been throwing spears with him. Alright, onto the new gents, or newer. So Goblin, we can give him 6 to 16 on his bow. I think that's a given. We're going to give him ranged defense. Initiative. We'll give him some hit points. Our newest bowman, Silent. So Silent's using a hunting bow. I think what we're going to do here, let's see, his buff can be on short bow, walkie, or boondock. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to take his bow and we're going to give him a short bow. Oh, wait a second. No, that's probably not the greatest either because he has Poacher's Arm, which gives him 12 range skill. You just confirm that. Yeah, he's got quite a bit more skill with that short bow. And he's got buffs on it for 6 to 16 damage, so it's nearly equivalent to the hunting bow, 35 to 55. So we're not going to make that change. Instead, we're going to work to have Silent optimize otherwise. We're going to give him alertness to bump up his initiative, and we're going to bump his ranged attack, ranged defense, and initiative again. Okay, Knuckles. So far, Knuckles has been a spearman. We do have an axe we could give him. We're going to give him Relentless because he tends to be in a defensive position using his spear so far. We're going to buff him on melee attack and melee defense. T. Lastly, we have Rachar, who has survived his first scuffle and leveled up the company, so we're going to rename him. We're going to take one of the names of the dead. We're going to make him Pickles. Again, all names from the books, The Black Company. And he has Colossus or Pointy End. Oh no, he doesn't have Colossus. Crippling Strikes. See what he has for skills. We go melee, melee defense, and fatigue. I'm going to give him Phalanx. That gives these guys a buff working together. He has no permanent wounds, only light ones. We've sold what's worthwhile. We could really use probably a rest and the opportunity to recycle a bunch of this stuff into tools. If we have anybody with a free 2. Alright, so far so good. Do we have any contracts to speak of? We have 2. It's probably going to be something about going after raiders. We settle into Federe, the Burgomeister's room, taking a seat and rubbing our hands along a wooden frame. It's good oak, a once tree worth sitting in. Glad you're comfortable, sellsword, but I sure as hell ain't. We have had many, many warnings that a large group of brigands are about to attack our town. We're quite short on defense, but not short on crowns. Obviously, that's where you come in. Are you interested? It should be worth a good amount to you, right? He puts his hand on your shoulder and smiles reaffirmingly. I think you know an adequate compensation for your services. You'll be paid $240 in advance and $980 when it's done. We're going to take that. I want to take some time to think about it. We're going to check to see who we might hire here. Really not much interesting. So we're going to drop into camp. And we have 22 hours of items to salvage. So if we throw a few folks against that, we can get it down. We have 6 folks salvaging. Get it down to 16 hours. And oops. 18 hours. Alright, we're going to salvage a bunch of stuff and we're going to make some ammo to prepare for them coming at us. I'll take a look in camp real quick. See what we can do. Seems like I don't know. Sometimes those percentages are off. We only have 3 more hit points to heal on the new guy. I forgot his name. So we get to Dawn. Pickles was healed. Get moving. so we should be mostly healed. We've done most of our recycling needing doing. Everything should be in a good state of repair. I'll move these guys a little bit. Let's just double check if there's anybody that we want to have fight with us. Found the Gravedigger. Let's just take a look at his stats. Crappy. Flagellant. Just taking a chance that we find somebody with really good buffs. It might be a good polearm guy, but we did not. So now we are going to take the contract. What else do we have now? Instrument. Alright, so we need to defend the outskirts from raiding parties. I would imagine they would come for us to the south or to the east, but it's hard to say. Alarm bells sound off from the town chapel, and we listen while eyeing the horizon. They keep ringing. A local stands by your side. 1, 2, 3 rings, 4. He begins to sweat, then his eyes widen as the bells toll one final time. That can't be. You inquire as to what he's so scared of, and he backs away. The dead walk the earth again. Great, just when you thought this contract was going to be easy. 2 arms. So, necromancers and geists. Ooh. Ooh. Dang. One of the things I'm thinking about with the undead is having the option to go spear wall completely across. Do we have anybody that's afraid of the undead? Okay. Broker is 10 resolve, -5 melee and ranged. I'm going to give him a better backup weapon. Alright, this is with the necromancers and the Geists. This could be a ill-advised fight for us. Maybe we can get somebody's... maybe they would scare up some militia? Looks like they got some more coming, too. Is that the case? Yeah. Hate to do this, but we are deserters by trade. We're out. Sorry, guys. Too much. Like... and they probably all mustered out of this necromancer's refugium. Sorry. Nothing to see here. Sorry. Our relations took a hit, but we would not have survived that. Our reputation's still somewhat intact. I think we lost. Yeah, we lost renown. We dipped down under 750. So we have to... yeah, we have to get up over 750 to qualify for 12 guys. That did not align with our corporate objectives. We are primarily focused on survival and growth, and fighting 2 large groups of undead with a bunch of necromancers and geists. Well, we already have bad morale. Was not on the Q1 plan here for the Black Company. And Tharia, wild man. Do we have any decent equipment to give him? Not really. We could give him 40 and a base layer. It's 10 on top, 45. I think what we want to do is get back to caravan raiding. Let's try him out and see what he's got. He's determined. He's got a hate for beasts. He's a dastard. His skills aren't all that well buffed. We have another deserter. Let's try him out. Heavy melee skill. He's an asthmatic. He's a night owl, and he's superstitious. The asthmatic piece for a frontline guy is not ideal. A lumberjack, but at least comes fairly equipped. Could be useful. Let's give him a try out. He's cocky. He's got a hate for nobles. He's superstitious. Not great stats, but he is equipped. And hard the bear. He's lumbering. He's slow. He's got an iron jaw. He's afraid of nobles. I think we're going to bring on Gildaka to round out the current party. Do you have any headgear? Any headgear? Paging headgear. Enough cash to fix that up, and we can throw furs on top of his added surcoat. All right, let's take a quick look at the contracts on offer. A servant bids you wait for Tudjmund of Finstermark, who he says will be right with you. And so you wait and wait and wait. And finally, as you're about to leave for the second time, Tudjmund of Finstermark throws open the doors and rushes towards you. Who's this again, the mercenary? His assistant nods, and Tudjmund sets on a smile. Oh, most fortuitous to have you in Finstermark, good captain. It's imperative that some precious commodities of mine reach Kaltenhof as safely and as quickly as possible. You are precisely who I need, for no common brigand would dare attack you and your men. Yes, I'd like to hire you for escort. Make sure the items are delivered to Nicholas, the treasurer. No detours, of course. Can we come to an understanding? We need to be paid more. We're going to take your offer. Take some time to think. See what the other one is. Adrian the Elder is turning an apple in his hand, and he seems frustrated with it, almost as if he wishes there was something else, like a valuable trinket or perhaps just a tastier fruit. Have you ever lost something you loved? You shrug and answer, well, there was this girl. The man shakes his head. No, not some women more important, because I have. Thieves stole my rare coin collection. How they managed to get beyond my... How they managed to do what? How they managed to get beyond my guards is well beyond me, but I know if I set you on them, I'll be having what is rightfully mine back where it belongs. Isn't that right, or have I been misled as to the quality of your services? What's it worth to you? 740? Dang it. I was going to take that. I just wanted a little more cash. You gotta pay, man. You don't do this for free. So Finstermark is up here to the, or no, Kaltenhof. Oh, wait, we gotta take it. Sorry. Kaltenhof is up to the north. Nice if we could find a pack of beasts and finish that ambition. That's our last battle site. Finally, you made it. Nicholas, the treasurer, is standing there in the middle of the road, his hands clasped over his stomach, a slick grin on his cheeky face. Sellsword, I was not sure that you would make it. You lug the cargo up and hand it over. Oh yeah, why do you say that? The man takes the box and hands it off to a robed man who quickly hurries away with it tucked under an arm. Nicholas laughs as he hands you a satchel of crowns. The roads are rough these days, are they not? You understand he's making small talk, anything to get your attention off the cargo you just handed over. Whatever you got your pay, and that's good enough for you. Adelard the Burgermeister restlessly walks back and forth while explaining what troubles him. There's been an audacious act of thievery. The despicable brigands stole my lockbox, which is of immeasurable value to me. I implore you to hunt down these thieves and return that item to me. He lowers his voice to an insisting tone. Not only will you get paid handsomely, but you would also set the worried minds of the good people of Kaltenhof to rest. Let's talk pay. You'll be paid 1,210 crowns. Gonna take that. And get to tail in these brigands. Looks like a larger party. 1,200 crowns, 3 skulls. We'll have to decide if we can get a look at their composition as to whether or not this is something we want to follow through with. 16 of them. Many thugs, a few poachers, and some raiders. The raiders can be trouble, but we're going to concentrate on them, I think. It should be okay. We're down a dog. I think we only have one right now. We're going to fight him on high ground. I'm going to try to approach him from the high ground. See if I get that advantage. Adelard the Burgermeister's property is being sold off by brigands to a pale man in black. He glares at you before anyone else, his beady black eyes narrowing on your company in an instant. 2 arms. And a necromancer. Unlucky. We'll try it. So we should have a ranged advantage here. I'm going to pause. Alright, these are the raiders. Probably the most dangerous of the mix. This guy with the Morning Star. And a second with a hatchet. No armor on their heads. There's also this brigand raider with a woodcutter's axe. This could be rough. We could well be dearly departed here. We're really just trying to get to high ground. Start establishing some defensive positions that we can hold. We should have enough of a ranged advantage. This looks like it has the potential to be tougher than we may want. But I think we're pretty close to engaged. Definitely have superior numbers. Gudendang is not the greatest thing either. They're going to take an unobstructed shot at their bowman. Get a nice hit on him. Get to higher ground with silent. Nice shot by Croker. We're going to move up, draw our sword, and rely on our auto riposte as defensiveness. Definitely not great. See what we can do here. Try to weaken that flank if we can. And missing isn't going to help us much here. Oh, I thought I got out of a riposte. if it had to be equipped at the beginning of the turn, maybe? Yeah, interesting. Okay. Need to kill their archers. That was fancy. Come on up. Another decapitation. There were decapitations all day. I'm a little stressed out. Don't want to die. Don't want to die. Don't want to die. Let's see if we can kill this guy. That breaks a little bit of morale. Nicely done. We got a circle on us. Fortunately, Croaker's got a big ass axe, which may help. I think we want to get this guy because he can. We also have this raider. He's hurt bad. 75%. 2 off his shield. Can't get there. Croaker's still going to move. Croaker moves. We can get our spearmen up to cover. I think that's what we're going to try to do. Oh, son of a bitch. Forgot about the necromancer. He's out of range, too. See if we can get a little bit into this raider who's flanking us. Nice shots there, goblin. Spear all to try to hold the zombie. Nice, so we can jump spear. We can jump Croaker up. Still get off a shot. We need to concentrate fire on this guy because he's got that range of 2. New guy is taking it. We're going to try to break that guy's shield. Move our spearmen up to get into more of a defensive position. And we're going to attack with Raven. Nice. We need to kill that necromancer. It's going to be a problem. I screwed up. Yes, I did. Nice, we were able to save it. I had meant to move him to cover that flank, but that didn't work out great. I guess he was covered by the zombie. It couldn't have happened. Kill this guy. Nice shots. Nice. Breaking their morale. We should let them run. Because the more we kill, the more zombies we end up with. Alright, welcome to the battle. Not great. I'm going to try to advance so that we can try. Cover. He's also wounded. Probably knocked him down. Nice. Fully broken. I'm going to move out so I don't get any unnecessary kills, which sounds funny, but we don't want to give more chances for zombies. And let those guys get out of dodge. They may recover, but we're going to play it like they won't. Not great. He's just way out of range. Once we get you with the undead is fatigue. Hang it. What could be bad? lost our new guy. Doing well kills wise. The balance and the fact that they can bring back the dead is tough. Got a little morale breaking that's helping us. My goodness. Gonna try to move up our archers, try to get a shot. What does Goblin have? Goblin has a militia glaive. We're gonna release a hound on top of that undead. Shot by One Eye. Move Pickles up, try to get to the Necromancer. Reloads, but it's too tired. That is the challenge of the undead fights, is wearing down. Got the guys breaking, good. Keep running, nice. Take a little bit, but we're gonna get there. Not great. Brought this guy back 3 times. Didn't think that he would be in pieces. We almost got a shot, but we don't. We can support. Nice job, dog. Thank you, baby. Hit my dog. These guys are lumbering up the hill, but Raven's got him. And he's breaking. Now we're going to kill you, man. We are going to kill you. Necromancers are a low down dirty shame. God just blocks all our shots. There we go. We're done here. Guys are a little bit tired, but I think we'll still manage. So we lost the new guy, Galdaka. Unfortunate. But part of the mercenary life. We got some nice headgear. Can use those. And a mail shirt that might be useful. And a gambeson. I mean, it was sad to see that guy go, but we did get some quality gear out of the mix. We found those responsible for stealing the lockbox and put them to the sword. We just need to put the lockbox back into Adelheid the Burgermeister's hands to get our reward. Let's have a look. Got a couple level ups. Get this stuff repaired up so we can use it. I think we may have a guy that's not using a gambeson. All right. We're going to resalvage. Salvage. The guy was mentally thinking of like those restore stores where you buy random dilapidated crap. All right. Yeah, nice. These will come in handy. 50 on the one slot. That'll improve probably all our guys. I don't think a couple of our guys don't even have one slots at all. So those will come in handy. Then we got a mail shirt on the one slot. That can either go on Pickles or Knuckles. Nice stuff. It was probably worth the sacrifice of the new guy. Sad to say. It's a rookie's life. Let's take a look at what we're going to do next with Pickles. I think we're going to keep Pickles on the spear wall. As such, we're going to upgrade his melee attack, his melee defense, and his fatigue. We got Elmo. What are we going to do with Elmo? Elmo is a spear waller as well. We're going to ignore 10% more of their armor with my spear attacks. Not a great roll for stats. We'll go health, initiative, and melee defense. Croaker has leveled up. So we're going to do to wizened old Croaker. We get a crossbow top level perk. Muscle memory. Action point cost of reloading a crossbow is reduced by 1. That means we get off another shot. Or we at least can move and shoot maybe a little better. Swift stabs, cleaver, king of all weapons. One weapon to rule them all. Fearsome, indomitable, perfect focus. In the zone, use your armor's blended protection for mobility. Get a stack mode to your melee skill. I don't know if that's really necessary. Primal Fear. Attacks that hit the head have a chance to drop the target's morale by 1 level. Independent or regular morale checks, the base chance is 30. Base chance... You can make him afraid, but not make him flee. It doesn't seem awesome. Grants the benefit of Shield Expert, Weapon Master. You're a professional. We can get Shield Expert, Weapon Master, Duelist, Reach Advantage, and Bloody Harvest. 4 for 1, but 4 that we don't use. Weapon Master. Sorry, don't know all these perks, so it takes a second. think in the meantime, we're going to go tried and true and get muscle memory to get our reloads faster. We're going to go ranged attack, defense, and fatigue. Silent has leveled up. Going to do range supremacy for him. We're going to upgrade his ranged attack, ranged defense, and his fatigue as well. Alright, upgrades taken care of. Gear stashed. We're going to head back to collect our pay. We're out of ammunition. We notice a mud a few miles back and a few miles forward. He's still there, bobbing and sinking in and out of sight. The mongrel, such as he, doesn't follow a dangerous band of men for no reason. Maybe someone's feeding it. We need a mascot, don't bite us. Yeah, great. You decide to take a chunk of meat and approach the dog. It's skittish at first, backing away on your approach, but the aroma you have in hand is an alluring one to be sure. The mongrel slinks back towards you, pausing here and there, eyes flicking in search of an ambush. You can see the barrel of its ribs. Many days on the road have given the pup a gaunt frame. Its ears are stitched up and its tail is bolted with signs of battle. This here animal knows how to fight, and that's just what you'll be doing with it from now on. Good boy. Let's give Battle Brother to Hagup. He has been one of our dog handlers. Do we have? Yeah, we still have one on Goblin. We should probably put him on the outside so the dog's easier to get out. Alright, so far so good for this episode. We had a few people come into the party and depart just as quickly. Alright, let's see. Bildaka and Hengst. I mean, it's hard to get a foothold with our party. Left to die. I don't think I left anybody to die. I don't recall that. First I heard of it. When you return to Adelaide the Burgermeister, he is playing with a bird in a cage. The sellsword returns, and we hold up an artifact and set it on his desk. He takes it, turns and nods, and puts it away. And excellent. For your troubles, he waves a hand, and a wooden chest filled with crowns is presented. Right, so we have most of the stuff repaired. We still have no ammo. We have fairly cheap ammo here. The prices are actually rather good. We get decent prices on copper. So let's take a run through our armor. Gambison, padded surcoat. So, come on, he'll have a Gambison with the padded leather on top. It's a Gambison down beneath. What is that? I think everybody's running Gambisons down low now. It's a Southern Gambison. Oh, no. Sorry, men. We're going to have to take that and give it to a frontline guy. We're also going to give him this patched mouth shirt. Still in need of repairs. An upgrade headgear. It's got the worst headgear of the bunch. It's Elmo. Excuse me while I refill. Nice, good black Pignon coffee. Super cheap from Costco, but if you burn it right, it comes out real good. All right, so let's see if we got anybody worth hiring that would take any of this equipment. We have a ton. It could be something. I have Eric the Courier. So let's take a look. Brawlers sometimes are decent offensive guys. Fearless, Nightblind, and Pessimist, crappy skill buffs. Savend. Craven, double-tongued, and a Night Owl, crappy skill buffs. Let's take a look at the Courier. Got decent defensive skills. He's bloodthirsty, and he has a hate for beasts. All right, Eric. Check out Fulcott the Carrier. Fear of Greenskins, dexterous. So I think we're going to try to add Eric to the party. The intent here will be to drop him into the back line. And we're going to give him a polearm and a padded surcoat. Any leather jackets? No. Give him a hood. Oh no. Give him a light turban. I think that's about it. Okay. We can recycle all this good stuff. If there's anything else worth picking up here, we're just going to grab 50 ammo to have it. We're going to buy both copper ingots. And if I remember, Hammerstead is also a mining town. So we're going to run down to Finstermark and see if they have any interest in copper. Get in there before nightfall. Did. Let's see. 295. Take a quick profit. It's not awesome, but not terrible. You grab another nasal helmet here. You grab a simple mail shirt. Let's take a look at our guys. The regular price of that $250. They want $308. We just made $150, which is about half that for the ingots. And we could sell this woodcutter's axe and this Godendang. I at least feel like we're not taking a loss by grabbing that shirt. Is there also an armorer here? We seem to have a lot of armor available. Let's take a look at the one slots. We got 20. $30. This is 25 and 3. So that's where I intended, just to get it on the knuckles. I think what we're going to do here is we have a fair amount of salvage lined up. We're going to drop into camp. Saying it's going to be about, kind of weird that it says 4, then it says 12. Pairs. I'm going to add the new guy to fletching. We're going to salvage and make some arrows. Camp out overnight. Nothing comes for us. Okay, dawn breaks. We salvaged 21 units of tools, 8 of ammo, and we used 8 units of tools. Moving. Let's take a look. Who's running down? So I think we need to get on a caravan or two to at least build up food stores in the party. We got 2 days. I think we're going to grab... Prices are kind of decent here. I'm going to grab some venison and some grains. And that should be enough for us to head back west. Get over to the kingdom that is not happy still with our desertion. Like, you guys could get over that, you would think, but they didn't. Plethora of werediggers. Looks like the undead have done some damage to Tabin Moose. Their wealth is down to 41%. They got rocked pretty good. Take a duck inside and see what's going on. They have a rebuilding effort. We could bring them wood. Everybody's terrified. They're well supplied. They've been raided. Yeah, that was our fault. We couldn't fight off all those undead. Nothing spectacular that we need. See if there's anybody interesting to possibly join. Bjorn Jolf, the woodsman. We're going to leave him alone. We're going to head in search of caravan riches. Hopefully. Those are friendly. It's nice to have a little cover. Hammerstead likes us. They've never actually cleared this area. It's always been fairly rife with brigands, but I don't think we're going to find any caravans in that direction. Or we need to get into the overall mix of enemy territory here. A little dangerous to be coming in here at night, going through the woods. Something could be on us really quick like that, without much time for us to react to it. Head north here and see what happens. We probably should be staying a little further out in the woods. The militia barracks. Across here. They have a bit of damage on their city. far not spotting anybody. Looks like a big band of... What is that? Kind of curious. That orcs? Huh. Strange. With no signs of fighting. Head up to Helmstead. Signs of battle. Whatever that big party was might have wiped out anything around here. Not great. Getting attacked by a band of Alps. We have 2 dogs, which we should take advantage of. Oh. That's an interesting mix. I haven't seen that before. There, I have a wolf with them. This could be bad. Got worse. Could be the end of the party. You guys are never had a lot of luck with fighting Alps. Could have woken up Croaker. Damn it. Oh, come on. You could have just kept on running. That could have saved a guy, maybe. I think the question here is, does Raven get away? Run. I don't know if the party's going to be able to recover from that. That was really pretty rough. So the majority of the episode so far went hopefully kind of well. Like we were doing okay. And then the part where we decided to go hunt. Oh, great. Yeah, we're not ready to fight 3 unholds, and I think they're going to catch us. Oh, not bad. Fleeing. Pathing. Flee. Run away. Get away now. Whew. Not good. Not good at all. I feel like I have an obligation to try to recover from that, but I'm just not sure it's doable. 2 guys left. We have a little bit of cash. We got crap for equipment. We left all our equipment on the battlefield. These guys aren't terribly equipped. we're running at a profit every day because of the golden goose. So we're not going to run out of money until we start taking on some other guys. Don't have any wounds to repair. So we're all out of bowmen. I think it would make sense to try to bring some on, or at least one. That was some terrible results. I think if I were not playing this as a long stream of posted videos, I'd probably retire the guys. Because I think this late in the game, starting over from scratch, pretty much, it's a difficult prospect, but we're going to give it a shot. We'll try out Gooey. He's a tick. That is the most nasty little emoji for skills. And he's a pessimist. He's got decent defense, but not much else. We could use a Boyer, but that's almost all our cash. See what Manfred, the wild man, is like. He's pragmatic. He's got iron lungs. He's a craven. I think the Black Company has run up on the shores of failure. Get a bull cultist. So let's go back to I think we could use a bowman, regardless of if he's a tick. So let's take a look at him. Not terrible. Give him some extra ammo. Drop a dagger on him. So when we die like that, we lose a batch of renown. Man. Left to die. Where did you leave them to die? And that is a long 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 deaths. Oh no, 20. Hard to count when scroll. The party has not fared well under my command. We fought the good fight. Let's see if we can get like a happy little. All right, a caravan job to Hammerwald, southwest of here. I think Hammerwald does not like us. Just confirm that theory. Yes. You know, all the original deserters are dead. These guys could get over themselves, but I don't imagine they're gonna. Gilsef wants us to take a package. Where did he want to take a package to? Finstermark. We'll take that for now. Gonna keep on moving. If we run into just about anything, it's gonna kill us. At this point, I think. Day 73. Pair of men looking disheveled and weary emerge from some bushes beside the road. They hold their hands up as if they've come to surrender themselves. Are ye the Black Company? We heard you're a band of deserters, and I don't mean that as an insult. We're runners too, but we got nowhere to go. Everywhere we turn, there are bounty hunters and executioners. Let us fight for you. It ain't the fight that ever scared us. We swear by that. We could use some more hands. It would almost be satisfying and ironic to string these men up and hang them for what they've done, but you're not about to set that tone for the company. We welcome them to the band, sending them forth to the inventory. Knuckles keeps an eye on them for a time, but he reports that the men are true to their word and will fight. Welcome to the Black Company. So we picked up another bowman. Lipio, the deserter, who's dexterous and greedy. These guys both greedy? That would suck. We are certainly in the beggars can't be choosers mode of things. That was a nice bump to get, though. Let's take a look at his perks and see what he might level up on. He has mace skills, cutting damage. We're taken back to basics. That is like one of the strongest skills that I'm aware of. I'm gonna upgrade his fatigue. Needs more resolve. Upgrade his ranged attack because maybe we can get him to be also throw. For now, we're going to give him a second axe. We'll put the spearman in the middle. Let's see. He is working on a padded surcoat. This guy also. We have a simple leather tunic with a leather jacket. We're going to drop the blacksmith apron on you. Leather jacket on you. We have decent shields. Okay. Maybe we will survive. Feel like that was the game throwing me a bone. There's a group of beasts. We could complete our ambition if we track them down and they look killable. We could use the experience. No, that is not what we were thinking about. That was not the plan. Nope. Can't give a guy a few wolves or a few spiders to kill, can ya? Gotta go all the way to unholds. Our daily right now, our daily's back up to 81, so we are running at a deficit. Get over to Finstermark anyways. And I can't believe those Alps tore us up like that. Things were looking positive. I've read. I don't think I'm thinking of another band of parties. Gotta read up on strategies to fight Alps, but I'm not sure that there are great ones. Besides maybe having a lot of dogs. Handle their movement, keep attacking on them. You still might be able to rip off a cheap caravan or two. And clear this unknown bit of land, but it turns out this necromancer's refuge was fairly dangerous. A bandwidth of the stream's jumping around, so apologies for that. Mountain internet. I'm going to stop reading so much until we recover. I'm just kind of trying to bang out a little bit of recovery here. See what we have in the way of quests. Tujman wants our services. He wants us to deliver something to Tavern Moose. Sure. And 80 crowns for the delivery. Roll into Tavern Moose. I'm starting to run down on provisions. Spoil in 3 days. Last us 2. See if we can pick up anybody else that might help the party. Bjornulf the Feral. Don't really have any good equipment, so we'd have to hire somebody that toted in their own. We have 2 archers, 3 frontline guys. Only 1 decent experience, really. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. Wants us to find the Field of Bones. Pretty much taking whatever dollars are on offer to our reduced company of heroes. I don't think I've seen the label Greenfold on the map. We probably shouldn't be walking around at night. Want to go too far south, assuming that they were accurate in describing it as to the east? I don't think we're going to find it until the game decides to throw us a bone and tell us where it is. Could be a line here. I don't think I would have missed it, though. We're out of visions if we don't find it soon. Stranger comes in. 50 crowns. Sure. Southeast of here. The hills. The entire company, a motley little crew, if you say so yourself, enters the tents all at once, the troop of sellswords appearing in such a fashion that is not the friendliest of sights. And so for a split second, you think about reaching for your sword. Then you notice that none of them have their weapons out, nor do they carry the faces of mercenaries about to commit murder. While they don't seem to be forming a mutiny to take your head, they keep the thought in the mind. You keep the thought in mind nonetheless. You are only further relieved when they don't immediately start talking, instead waiting for your words to come first. This is a show of respect, and so the thought of reaching for your sword grows more distant. Crossing arms over the table, you ask them what's on their minds. They explain that the company is too thin. Elsewhere, everywhere we go, there is danger, and they are now concerned that every new battle shall be their last. Finally, they state their wants outright. If they're going to survive, they need more sellswords by their side. We'll reinforce soon. Come on, find this thing. We're gonna run out of food. No? In the hills to the southeast. Okay. We're gonna camp. Gonna need to hunt to get some food. I'm gonna send both our archers hunting. And we're gonna send two of our guys out scouting. See if we can find anything. There we go. So the scouts found it. Nice. Gonna head back. I'd rather try to see if we get any food by morning. Go. 15 food gained. That should be enough to get us back. Nice little Legends camp mechanic there. Otherwise, we would have starved in the forest. Kind of interesting if taking on those other deserters made us hostile to someone else. Tavern Boost is kind of a mess. Bittery the Burgermeister welcomes you back. We hand over the recently illustrated map and he pores over it, swatting the spotted mark with the back of his hand. Of course, that's where it is. He smirks and pays you what you're owed. We're 60 and 39. We have a 3-crown contract, which I'm not terribly interested in. Athletic, swift, but craven. Without great perks. Oh, she's got some great bow skills. Give it a shot. We have backup weapons on our guys for the most part. On our archers. Alright. I think what we need, which was the goal before, we need to kill some easier folks. We need to kill some caravan hands, peasants. We need to feed the party. On that note, that was a mistake. Because our food is likely going to run out. Drop into camp again. We don't really need people patrolling. Can fetch some arrows. Keep one guy on salvage. Gonna add everybody to go hunt some food. got a little bit of food out of that, so we're going to go back and buy some. So we have enough to survive on until we can feast upon a caravan if everything goes well. They have 2 days of cash. It's getting desperate and thin for the Black Company. I think since we're all potentially going to die, oh, you guys haven't survived shit, so I don't know if I'm going to give you names yet. Become named men of the company. We need to find something to raid. We're going to head south this time. While on the path, we come upon a man being dangled upside down from a tree branch. A bunch of men are sitting around him sharing a goatskin flask, looking like they're at the end of a day's hard work. When we ask what's going on, one of them looks up and smiles. Whipping this fella till he's raw. You ask what for, another man answers, fornicating with this fella's wife. A man drinking spurts and chokes his drink and wipes his mouth. Hardy fucking har, very funny. No, this scumbag was barking my dead horse. Talk to the dangling man. You walk over to the dangling man. There's blood running down his back, streaking from a dozen slashes. He's got cloth covering his eyes, which you pull down. Blinking, he asks, what is it that you want, as though you're interrupting his own hiding. You ask him if what they say is true, and he spits and clears his throat. I mean, yeah, but the horse was dead, so what was the matter of it? Can a man have his fun? The horse owner gets up, brandishing a dripping whip. Boy, you want us to go back at it? We got all day. Sighing, the dangling man asks you a question. You're a sellsword, right? Why don't I come and fight for you? I'm a strong and able-bodied man. A little horse, I mean, worse for wear. But that's aside. And a dead animal thing. I'm a man of upstanding and moral sensibilities. We already had a guy that screwed melons. I don't think we need a guy that screws dead horses. All right, we got a trading caravan of 9. Caravan hands and a caravan cart. You shall be ours. Hopefully we didn't get them in the... didn't want to take them on in the swamp that was nearby there. Try to get down and get into a high ground position, at least for the archers. Should be a doable fight. Although they have some Lamellar ensconce guys. It should be a good way for us to upgrade our equipment. Counting the equipment before it hatches. You want to take aim shots and try to make sure I hit these new archers. Fear wall didn't hold up for very long. Inexperienced men are getting trounced. Take a shot at that guy. Go for combined fire where we can. Raven's still a bit of a badass. The way through Knuckles' armor. Shots just aren't flying. Ooh, that would have been a mistake to stay. That guy got back his juice. I got nothing. Gonna hold. Lippo took a little bit more damage that he needed to. We did lose a couple guys. But the two main characters survived. Got a decent bit of gear out of that. Nice. Ill-gotten spoils. See if we need to distribute any. We're going to drop the padded circuit on the boyer. And drop the helmet on him as well. Needs a backup weapon. That's a backup arrows. All right. So he is rocking the short bow. He doesn't really have the standard. We're going to go back to basics. Just a really powerful upgrade. That juices him pretty high. That gives him 11 range skill and that one little perk. It reduces as you add upgrades to it yourself. You get like a diminishing return from each additional update you make to it. We're going to run back to Tab and Moose and cash in. See if that gives us anything for our stuff to keep our money above water. So we're getting ground down a bit, but all stories are not the same, and we might as well see where the end of this story leads to, or at least I'm gonna, and you're welcome to watch while I try to see where it goes. We still are alive after quite a few days. See if we get any good prices. We do. Oh, we do. All right. Do across the board. I think that is cash in time. That puts us back up to 3,000 crowns. I'm going to grab that padded leather. We're going to drop it on the boyer. The surcoat's in better condition. We'll just drop it on him. We're going to grab an extra set of arrows. See if there's anybody here to take with us on our ill-begotten adventure. Also really low on ammunition. Try out Carble. He's a brute. He's got good melee defense, good melee offense. Well, slightly buffed. These two essentially cancel out. So he just has 15% damage buff. Welcome to the party. And Toon. I really just dislike the -30 initiative thing. It's not helpful to have some guy that's always going to be last. Nice buffs on fatigue and initiative. Range defense, bloodthirsty. Good Should be a decent ranged guy, I suppose. I think we need another frontliner. Kind of like Welching because he's coming with good melee defense and health. He's got his own weapon. You're hired. Alright, we're going to drop padded circuit. Let's say 103. Honestly, we should be probably putting better equipment on our frontline guys. That one didn't matter that much. Put some spearmen on the flanks. All right, a little bit reconstructed, sorta. But I think that's it for today. We're 2:30 in. This is where I kind of try to cut them off to keep them all sort of about the same when I post them to YouTube. If you're watching now, appreciate it. If you're watching these on VOD or YouTube at some later point, thanks for watching it then. And appreciate any likes, comments, subscribes, follows, anything to just show that the content's interesting. You know, this hasn't been successful except for the fact that we're still alive. But then there's something to be said for the fact that we're still alive. So we're going to carry that forward and keep on moving forward and see where we land. I think with this guy, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to grab shield. I don't think we need anybody going like two-handed hero. This is one-handed. He's got flail perks. He doesn't have axe perks. Keep him a flail guy. All right. So that said, any feedback appreciated. And this has been the 8th episode of the playthrough of Battle Brothers Legends mod PTR, the Black Company. It's been ups and downs these last couple, but we are still trying to find our way in a hostile world, and perhaps we'll still find one. Day 79.